something did
10
happen.
minutes. I don't care about your little
10
petty
minutes.
family
All I can
squabbles,
spare
James.
for you is 10 minutes. 10
Welcome
minutes.
to the podcast where we talk about anything and everything that comes out of the crap shoot. I'm your host, JD. This is my co-host,
10 minutes.
James. I call him James. Everyone else calls him Jimmy. It just works like that. A lot of things happen this week, James.
Like one thing, maybe.
Well, there's only one thing that we're going to talk about today, and it's only the biggest movie of the summer, James. Much
what
to
movie?
James's chagrin, he hates
I was
this
gonna say
movie,
chagrin.
but Spider-Man, Brand New Day, the
Yeah, I
biggest
hate
hit
that movie.
blockbuster of the summer. Me and James watched it just a couple days ago, one day ago.
We did.
Yeah. And I wrote down some notes on stuff I want to talk about, but I guess we could just get it right out of the way. But I like it. I think it's good.
Whoa. Guy likes things.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's a couple things in this movie that might...
Guy has his own independent thoughts and opinions.
A couple things in this movie that I know people are not going to like in this movie. But and you want, and James, I know very much for sure James had no idea I pre-watched this movie. I talked to one of the writers before it came out, and they were like just spoiling it to me way before the movie came out. So I kind of knew what was going to happen before going into it. So,
I appreciate this wasn't a Amazing Digital Circus finale situation where I'm sitting to wait for the movie to open, and these four teenagers walk over, stand directly next to the table I'm at, and go, "Yeah, it was crazy when Jack's abstracted and the thing happened."
Whoa, hold up now, James. Let's not spoil any spoilers of that one. If you guys didn't know, this is going to be a spoiler review. It's going to be in the title, but this is a spoiler movie review. If you haven't watched it, you should go watch it. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
if you like Spider-Man.
What are you, a bum?
Anyway, let's just get into the notes that I have for this movie. So I guess we should start with, first off, this is a Spider-Man focused movie. I know that Tom Holland's Spider-Man movies always have been, I don't know, it feels a bit like more MCU movies than
else.
They're a bit more focused on MCU than Spider-Man-ish. But this one is like this one is a Spider-Man movie. Everything is about Spider-Man. There's a lot of characters in this movie that are from the MCU, but I think that all of them are here because Spider-Man is the one who like brings them in. I know in Tom Holland, like Iron Man was basically like a big part of the first movie, like whole plot thing. And he was the one who kind of did all the, made Spider-Man who he was. But in this one, like Spider-Man is the dude who goes to other characters and asks for their help and stuff because he's trying to deal with Spider-Man stuff. I saw a lot of inspiration from the Amazing Spider-Man game from Insomniac. I think a lot of
You mean just the Spider-Man game then? Not the Amazing Spider-Man game.
I mean, isn't it called like the Amazing Spider-Man?
No, it's just called Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man is the Andrew Garfield games. That's where I was like, was it?
I mean, I
don't know.
Insomniac's Spider-Man game from the PS4. Those games.
Yeah. The one's called Spider-Man.
You know what? They knew what I was talking about. So
they didn't know. They didn't know because you said Amazing Spider-Man, and Amazing Spider-Man is the Andrew.
Well, I said Insomniac. Did Insomniac make the Amazing Spider-Man games too, or
I don't know, Jenny? They might have.
I don't think they did.
Does the audience know? Does the audience know? The audience might.
They
think,
knew what I
I
was talking
they
about
too. The
so
audience doesn't know anything about.
There's a lot of fight moves in this movie that come from like pretty much one-to-one from the game. A lot of swinging is from the game. In fact, there's a lot of like action sequences that happen that are also from the game. The one that comes to mind is the helicopter. There is a helicopter chase scene in the game also, and I'm pretty sure there's one with like the tank, some kind of heavy machine tank you're chasing through in the game. But I like that.
There's people were really convinced. I don't remember why specifically, but they were really convinced that Mr. Negative was going to be in this, and they're like, "That's Mr. Negative's vehicle."
Well, it was just cope that they just didn't want. We'll get into it. They didn't want Jean Grey to be, in the movie, so they're like,
"Oh, we're just jumping right in." The villain has
to be someone else. It's Mr. Negative, even though he didn't even show up in the trailer at all. I don't think they were even a hint for it. So it was just heavy cope. I know James was on the heavy cope side of like it can't be Jean
Just a
Grey. It
little
can't
bit.
be Jean Grey. It can't be,
Well, I
but it
don't think it
is.
should have been Jean Grey because she did very non-Jean Grey things in the movie.
Sure, James. Sure.
She made a man walk into a car, which
Well,
I
we'll get
still
into
don't
it, James.
understand why she
Let's
did
talk
that.
about. Hold on now. Hold on. I'm not on my little point here. Um. Yeah. So there's a lot of inspiration from the game, Insomniac's game, which I don't mind. I think I liked it. It was pretty good. Boy, do they love the new suit for Spider-Man
Hmm.
because he wears it for like all of the movie. And not just wear it, I mean he's like masked up the whole movie too. You
He
don't see his
wears it a
face.
lot, and I'm so happy about that.
They pull like the Batman where it's this Spider-Man movie is like the
It's
Batman
a
where
Spider-Man movie.
it's a Spider-Man movie where it's the Batman because Peter Parker is in less of the movie than Spider-Man is.
But what's really nice is that it doesn't feel like Peter Parker is a character sidelined, whereas like with the Batman, it's like
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne is not really a character in the movie
Yeah.
much.
That
Because
was one of
I
the
mean, to
things.
be fair, that is the whole plot of the Batman is that he's like realizing I have to be Bruce Wayne and Batman. I just can't give up being Bruce Wayne to be Batman. But with this
Yeah.
one, we are still getting Peter Parker moments, and he is still being Peter Parker and whatnot. So I really like that.
Yeah, I mean, I say that, but like Peter Parker is still in the movie, and he actually does do stuff as Peter Parker. So
Hmm.
there is that. Um, one thing I did notice from this, different from all the other Tom Holland Spider movies, is the practical suit stuff. I'm just so used to Tom Holland being the CGI Spider-Man
Just a
version of
fully
him.
CGI
Yeah,
dude.
fully CGI'd or like mostly CGI'd.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
but in this one, he's really only CGI if he's like in a huge fight scene with like the
It's
Hulk usually. But other
it's
than that, he's
genuinely
like
so
in the suit.
nice.
He's doing stunts, and it's him in the suit with like wire work actually doing the stunts.
It's genuinely really nice to just watch him be Spider-Man, be able to play the character, and like not be just replaced and feel weirdly out of like because whenever he takes the mask off in the other movies, it's like I can tell that's a CGI suit with a guy's head on it. It's like whenever you see Iron Man move around without the helmet on, you're like, this
Oh
looks so
boy,
weird.
the whole the Jamesism. I hate it when they have the head on the CGI body.
I'm sorry, that doesn't look good. It's never looked good.
I thought it looked. I think it looks fine. It looks all right.
When it's the CGI head, no.
Yeah.
J-
But
JD's a big contrarian coper.
I've never said I didn't like it. I've always been fine with it. Um, but yeah, I think when CGI is used in here, I think it looks good. I think for me though, it's a little bit more noticeable because there's like the practical stuff to kind of compare it to in the movie. So like you
I
can
think there was
tell,
only like one CGI scene where I was like, "Ooh, that's really obvious and bad."
yeah, there are a couple scenes where it's like you could tell it's like on a green screen or if it's very CGI. But I don't think it really bothered me that much. I think the reason they went more practical is just because I think this director is different from the other three Tom
Yeah,
Holland Spider
it
movies.
wasn't John Watts this time,
No, it wasn't
who has
John
been the
Watts.
director for the other movies.
I know this guy is the one who did Shang-Chi, which is why I like in my head I was like, man, all these like martial art moves. I was like, when he's fighting the hand, I was like, is that wire work? Like the same they did in Shang-Chi, and it was the same because it's the same director for Shang-Chi. Which, by the
That's
way, I like
interesting. I
Shang-Chi.
actually didn't know that.
Yeah, I like Shang-Chi, by the way. That was a good movie.
Which is
Um,
which is still, I think, the funniest revelation of our first in-person thing we ever did was me just seeing the big ass Shang-Chi poster in your home, and I'm like, oh, did we ever even
yeah,
talk to each other about this movie?
I don't think so. But Shang-Chi was pretty good. I liked Shang-Chi. At least the martial arts in it was really good. And I
Hmm.
think he kind of moved all those like choreographed sequences over to Spider-Man. He does like Spider-Man fight moves and stuff, and it looks pretty good. So now we can talk about like probably the main thing that people are going to have an issue with, or like the most adventurous thing they did in the movie, which is the main villain. And the
Yeah.
main villain, if you didn't already know, is
If
Jean
us
Grey.
saying it already didn't give it away to
It's
you.
it's Jean Grey. So Jean Grey, and it's not like they do try to be like, this isn't like the main villain. There's another main villain, and it's damage control. That was the thing everyone was going to see. But Jean Grey is the main villain. Like she's the main villain
Right.
for like 85% of the movie,
And
and she acts
and
like a
let's be
villain too.
clear, she does
First
villainous
of all,
things.
Jean Grey is the main villain, and she is evil. She is evil
She
in the
does
movie.
genuinely bad things. I'm not even technically talking about all of her stuff that she does the damage control. I'm talking about the
Yeah,
shit
it's
she
not even
did
about
when
damage
hunting
control.
Peter alone.
She hurts and well, okay, she does things to innocent people where Kevin Feige can hand wave and be like, "Nah, they survived," but like in the moment, she hurts and kills innocent people, or at least tries to kill them. Just random people, random citizens. They didn't do
I
anything.
just
She
I have
really
to
hates
ask.
Spider-Man in this movie when they first
Well,
like interact.
it's like a moment of like, yeah, I get it. He's getting in your way. You're trying to like
Yeah,
help your sister and everything. But Gene,
but
did
no,
you
she
need to
like
walk that trash man into the street to get
Jean
hit by a
Grey.
car?
Jean Grey is like
Did you
really.
need to do that?
She's like really petty too.
I
Because when
I think
Spider-Man
I
gets in her way, she goes full
she
personal
it's like,
against him.
yeah, it's the most personal thing.
And I know
Which
that
again, kinda, yeah, it is.
they try to like justify, be like, oh, she's just angry because she just wants to get her sister back. But like, did she really need to do all that to get her sister back? Did she need to like possess the innocent old man and get him run over by a car?
I
Or
just,
possess all
dude,
those
that
people and make them
seems
jump off of cliffs, which happened, I think,
it,
twice.
see, that makes sense in the way of, ooh, this will get you out of my way. I know you'll save this person. The walking in front of a car and him not even reacting till after the guy is hit part is the one where I'm like, this is the one you can't justify the most
I mean,
because it's like the other ones you could be like, he's Spider-Man, he'll save the person.
yeah, but
This guy
she
just
doesn't
gets hit
know
by
for
a car
sure
and
that
nothing
Spider-Man's going to save
happens.
him. It's just a good
But
assumption, but she still
it's the
tries
whole
to
it's
jump off of cliffs with innocent
yes.
people.
Yes, I'm just saying it's the lowest lane approach of he's Superman, he'll catch me no matter what.
Yeah, he'll just catch me.
It's just so truly like you didn't think. I wish they represented that as her making a mistake and not realizing he was going to get hit by the car.
Yeah, because the
Because
thing
then I
is,
think that would have sold that better of like this is an unintentional harm that she is causing, and instead it felt a very intentional harm that she's causing.
because the thing is, like, she gets like a redemption arc in this movie, but it's like kind of weird feeling because she does so many
It's
things
like
that's
vaguely hand
evil.
waved.
Yeah, she does so many things that's evil in this movie, and then they just do the whole and specifically to Peter too. Like Peter gets it gets real personal with Peter,
And
especially
when we
when
say Peter too, we don't mean Andrew Garfield
and no,
or
we
Tobey
don't mean
Maguire.
Toby Maguire. So at one point in the movie, she hops into MJ's mind and she pretends to be MJ remembering Peter from the spell,
Hmm.
and she kisses him and just gaslight, like catfishes him the whole time.
Gaslight gatekeep girl bosses him.
And in my head, it's like, did she need to do that to find her sister? Not really, right? So
It's definitely a thing of she's threatening him because he's getting in her way and stopping her. So again, it's like you can almost justify that part,
I mean,
but
but
then it
in
is
this
just
moment though,
truly like
she knows that Peter's swinging MJ away somewhere, so she's got like
right,
time to just do her own thing for damage control. And instead of doing her own thing and trying to find VMAX, which is what she was trying to find from damage control this whole time, she just like chases Peter down, or like just stays her, because at this point I think she can only hop into the mind one at a time. So when she's
yeah.
possessing someone, she's only possessing one at a time. So
Well, so she doesn't possess MJ, I think, till after they land.
which makes it even worse, because like it's like they land and they're in like a I don't know, they're in like a rooftop somewhere, and so
Yeah.
she knows that Spider-Man's kind of out of the way for now. Um, and so instead of like doing the whole VMAX thing, she like chases them, she like tracks them down, and then she hops into MJ and does the whole thing, and then after she like I that was pretty traumatic for Peter Parker. I can't lie.
Yeah, that was
He had the most sour face on when he realized that that Jean
he
Grey was MJ. That was really funny.
That was very equivalent to him looking at Goblin and
Which, by
about
the
to
way, I know
smash
you
him.
said that. Oh, I'm just gonna jump off the rooftop and you'll catch me. But like like Spider-Man almost messed it up. Actually, he almost didn't catch MJ there.
Almost
Remember that?
snapped her neck. He
She
also
he like
almost snapped her
he
neck.
barely caught her, and they fucking slammed into like a trash like a dumpster full speed, and like she definitely got hurt from that. So the whole like, oh, he'll just catch me, like he almost didn't, but um she aura farms Jean Grey.
Yeah, Jean
There's a
Grey is
lot of aura
a
farming
big
from Jean
solo
Grey in this
leveling
movie.
fan in this
Yeah,
movie.
and so the way she's kind of introduced, her power is like she's not telekinetic at first. She's only like a telepath, and she can only possess one person at a time, and she has like
Yeah.
a jump range of like 30 meters or something, 30 feet. So she can like hop between people. I don't think there's like a maximum distance between her and the person she's can hop to. Like,
No, she can be anywhere just as long as the
yeah,
person that she like that they're jumping from is within the 33 feet thing. Which
yeah.
was that even true, or was that just what he like? Because I don't know if that was like. Oh wait, no, yeah,
No,
damage
it is
control. They do
true because
confirm. They
because damage
confirmed.
control even like they
Right.
tested it with her, and that's
Yeah,
why
they're in a
she
40
changed.
foot room. I
Yeah,
remember.
they
Yeah.
changed her up to the chair in the room, which is 30, like more than 30 feet apart, and she couldn't jump. I'm pretty sure that's just because so Jean Grey has a sister in this movie,
Which
Sasha Grey.
I
Is that her name?
genuinely did not remember her having a sister at all in the comics. So when they said Sarah, I'm like,
Oh, sorry, Sarah. That's
fucking
right.
who?
I
Who
know
is Sarah?
comic purist James over here is like, who? I'm a comic reader. If you guys didn't know, I'm a comic reader, and I never heard of Sarah Gray. But guess what? She is in the comics,
Well, I
but I don't think
wasn't
she had like
doubting.
the
Like,
powers
I
or
was
anything.
like, I don't think I know this character. I don't think I've ever heard of. Genuinely, I'm trying to think. I'm like, I don't think ever I've ever heard Jean Grey bring up
I never
having a
heard of her
sister,
either.
or that her sister is named Sarah. Because that's a big thing with these Marvel characters, especially X-Men, is they always talk about their siblings. Like, Cyclops, a big thing with him is that there was a third Summers brother, and that was like a big story beat for him and stuff. With
I only
uh,
know two of them.
with Rogue and Nightcrawler, their brother and sister and whatnot. And
I
there's
didn't
like
know
all
that.
this stuff, and it's like, man, who the fuck is Sarah Gray?
So Sarah Gray,
She's just a normal kind of person almost.
she's not a normal person.
In
First
the
off,
movie, I don't know if in the comics that's the case, but in the movie, she's not normal.
yeah, in the movie she's also a mutant, and
Yeah.
she has the telepath powers. And I guess Jean Grey just kind of like, I don't know, psychs herself into thinking she's got the same power because Jean Grey is like stronger than Sarah Gray. I think that's implied in the movie. But she like, I don't know, like mental blocks herself because Sarah
Hmm.
Gray was like telling her about how their powers worked, even though I think she just assumed that they had the same exact power. So I don't think Jean Grey even tried really to do like the whole telekinetic thing. She's just like, oh, I'm a telepath, so I can jump between minds. Um, but yeah, that's what Sarah Gray can do. And she gets napped by damage control after messing with innocent people in the park. Like, dude, imagine you're
After doing some majorly. Oh wait, no, we're not talking about that yet. We're talking about Sarah, right?
yeah. So Sarah Gray, there's a flashback to Sarah Gray and Jean Grey, and they're chilling in the park. Imagine they cut to this shot of like this mother and their really like toddler baby just playing, having a picnic. It
Hmm.
would be so funny if she's like, if Sarah Gray was like, watch this, and then hopped into the mind of the toddler and just starts like doing cartwheels or some shit in there. Imagine how fucked up it would be if you were just hanging out with your family and then all of a sudden they
That's
get fucking possessed. my son,
that's crazy work.
I mean, that's basically what they did at the park. She was like testing out her
Well,
power. She's
I
like, watch this, and she's just hopping into random people.
So you know
Um,
how I thought that scene was going to go when they looked at the mom? I thought
yeah.
she was going to control the mom to pretend to be their mom, and I was like, "That's going to be fucked up if she
I
abandons
was
that
like, dude,
kid."
that would be yeah, that was fucked up.
I was like, "This is going to really cement them as
No,
villains."
they just show the shot of the mother and the kid because they didn't have, I don't think they had a mother or something. They're like orphans or whatever it is.
Yeah,
Their
they're
mother
like
died.
abandoned or something.
Yeah. Um, but no, Sasha Grey gets jumped by damage control, and she gets taken. She saves Jean Grey by mind controlling her and getting her out of there. But damage
Damage control
control.
shows up with steel chairs and just starts thwacking her
Thank
after the bell
God,
is rung.
thank God,
Uh,
getting these menaces out of society.
they pull out kendo
So
sticks from under the ring. They weren't allowed to do that.
she gets shot by the same tranquilizer dart that Jean Grey gets shot with halfway through the movie. The
Which
big
is
old
my
like a
favorite
it looks like
thing.
a giant dart, like for like an
It's
elephant or something. It's
it's
big.
so
It's
it's
big.
so ludicrous, but I love the moment that when she takes out, they're like, yeah, no, it's a huge dart that pierced her and made her bleed. It's not just like one of those little like
No,
thin needle darts. It's like, no, this is what a real
no,
dart would have looked
this is a
like.
big ass dart. So
They
I'll
shot
just say this.
a golfing tee
I'm
like
okay.
into her neck.
I'm actually okay with Jean Grey being the main villain. I know why she's the
Yeah,
main villain in the movie. Everyone knows why. It's because they're setting up X-Men in 2028 in the MCU.
dude,
That's why she's the main villain in the movie. But I
where
think they did. I think they executed her pretty well. She has like the same character arc that Spider-Man is going through in the movie too. She's alone
yeah,
and lost a family member. And she's supposed to be like the evil, like Peter turned evil, basically, where she doesn't care about innocent people. She didn't have an
Peter
Aunt
turned
May to
evil
tell her
sounds a
that
lot like Peter Tingle.
she didn't have an Aunt May to tell her that with great power comes great responsibility, which I think almost happened again in this movie. It
Dude,
wasn't exactly the
it,
same, but it
it
was
was
basically the
so
same.
close.
It was basically the same.
Do you know what the Amazing Spider-Man version of it is? Because it's not great power comes with great responsibility. It's like some
No, it was something
overly
else. I don't
wordy
remember it.
version. It's some overly wordy version to say relatively the same thing, but in a lamer way.
Yeah, it didn't
if
roll
you
off the
have the
tongue
power
well.
to do the right thing, then
If
you
you
have the
have
responsibility to do it.
if you have the power to do the yeah, I think that was it. It was something like
I
that. It
think
was
that
not
might
great.
be it.
They should have just went with with great power comes great responsibility. Short, sweet, rolls off the tongue well. Um,
Ladies love it.
but yeah, I'm okay with Jean Grey being the villain. I think they executed it well. I know a lot of people wanted the Spider-Man focused movie to have a Spider-Man villain, but sorry, buddy, MCU. So we gotta have X-Men coming in. I don't mind it. What about you,
It
James?
it
You don't like it?
does.
I know you don't like it.
No, I
So
don't mind it, but I do think that they didn't sell it as well as like it feels almost like we're watching damage control propaganda with trying to convince us that she's a bad person. Because I'm like, well, no, I get why she did it. I just still don't understand why she walked that dude in the street. Again, I think if the take of that would have been her being surprised after jumping into a new person and then her moment of running away is her embarrassment of hurting somebody, I feel like I would have liked that more. But just her doing that and it's never addressed. Peter never brings it up to her or anything. It's
mhm.
just that happens and they move on.
Yeah, I know you say it's
But
like damage control, like propaganda, but at the end of the movie, they like turn it on its head. So it's like let's like X-Men propaganda, mutant propaganda, pro mutant
yes,
propaganda. Like what the hell are you talking about? Being redeemed from being lonely and stuff. You basically killed people. I know you did. I know you wanted it to.
I
um.
I
So
don't mind it. This isn't
that's
actually
like
our. Sorry, go
that's
ahead.
yeah, that's like my only gripe with the main villain is that I wish they just went full villain with her. Like they try like redeeming her and stuff, but I think Jean Grey should just be the villain. I think it would make more sense with what she did in the movie.
I still have the opinion that I wish it was Hope Summers instead because I feel like this would be a bit more in line with her
I
in
don't
the
know who
sort of
that is.
edgier sense. It's Jean's daughter, so I would have liked it more because again I feel like Hope is the more edgier version of Jean, so it would have been more in line with that whole like kind of getting a person hurt in the line of your destination. But I will say though, I was really excited that we do just straight up have mutants proper and
Yeah.
that we're because we this isn't our first time hearing about X-Men related stuff within the MCU since Fox bought them. Or
Mhm.
since Disney bought Fox.
Well,
This is
Fox bought the
this
MCU from Disney. They let go of that. That's
I don't
crazy.
think they can afford
They go
it.
bankrupt.
Yeah, they Dark Phoenix didn't do good. They couldn't make their own universe. Um but this isn't our first time. We've heard about it in the Miss Marvel show when it was a relatively new thing in comics at the time, where they revealed that Miss Marvel Kamala Khan is not an inhuman, but is actually a mutant, which was a thing from the comics where something happened in the universe that rewrote her DNA so that she was no longer an which, by the way, Inhumans and mutants are the same fucking thing. Just it's so stupid. it's it's
Uh,
just it's just like Bob Iger or whoever it is at Disney, I can't remember. That's like, well, we can't push X-Men because that's not a property of ours, so we're gonna kill off the X-Men in the comics, and we're gonna really push the Inhumans by making a really horrible TV show. So bad that that Kevin Feige is not even a producer on it.
yeah, I think Marvel is not going to do the whole like distinguishing mutants and mutates and Inhumans. I think it's just going to
Yes.
be mutants and then people who aren't mutants. I think that's probably
Right.
where they're going
I
to go.
think that's the best note to do it. And the other mention was actually in the Captain America 4 movie where we
I didn't
found
watch
out
that one either.
in, it's technically also an Eternals thing, but in Eternals, when the giant god starts to rise out of the earth, about to destroy it from being birthed from the earth,
Retcon.
he's it is a retcon. He is
That didn't
turned
happen.
into it. It's definitely a retcon because this is not definitely not what Internals and like meant for this to be. Because I'm pretty sure Internals, she turns him into ice because that's her
Uh-huh.
power is that she can manipulate matter. So she turns the entirety of his body into ice.
Mhm.
And then in Captain America 4, they're like, actually, this is adamantium. Shut up.
Actually,
Shut up. No, it's not. You
retcon again, James.
well,
Bye
it's
bye.
so stupid because it's like in the comics, this dead body becomes the new base of the Avengers. It's like you could have just done that. You could have made that the plot instead of
The
adamantium.
new
It feels
Avengers base
so.
would have been the dead body of a Celestial.
Yes,
That went
that is
hard.
in. That's
That
a
goes
comics
hard.
thing. That's a comics thing. They lose the Avengers mansion for some reason,
It
and so
blows
when
up,
finding
you
a new
know.
base, they literally hollow out the dead Celestial. By the way, thank you. I forgot it was called the Celestial. They hollow out the body and make it the new base, kind of like they do
That's
in Guardians
fucking
of the
metal.
Galaxy with the Head of Nowhere.
That's metal.
It's really fucking hardcore. And I think it would have been a better plot than the whole adamantium fucking crisis thing that they did in the
Yeah.
movie because it was really ass.
Mm.
Among many things about Cap
Yeah.
4, where it's also not even a Captain America movie, it's a Hulk movie.
Yeah, but
But
don't
we
worry.
don't gotta get into that. We
Jean,
don't gotta
Jean
get into that.
Jean Grey is the only mutant in Brand New Day, as far as I know.
Outside of
Um,
Sarah.
yeah, Sarah Grey there. Well, she wasn't
Yeah,
in that movie that much actually. She
don't
was like
forget it. Don't
the
forget it.
driving force, but I don't think she's dead. She's not
There
that important.
there was a whole plot with a thing called VMAX that I was very sure was gonna be like so my thought was
You thought it was like some
VMAX.
MacGuffin?
Well, no, I thought it was going to be that this isn't actually damage control is working for somebody else. They're working for Alchemex. I thought VMAX was going to be Sarah's misinterpretation of reading the name Alchemex or something. Which
uh,
Alchemex, very big part of the evil organization in the Marvel comics. They're usually the Spider-Man 2099 main villain
mhm.
is Alchemex, this like global company
Orpo.
in Marvel Rivals. They capture Cyclops and for like remove his eyelids or whatever, so that
Right.
his eyes are always shooting fucking punch dimension lasers. Um, but I was expecting that, and then just to find out that it's her reading Vent Max, and
Mhm.
it's just the ENT of Vent being like folded paper over so you can't read it.
Yeah, it was
That I
quite a
was like,
sad reveal.
it was a sad reveal because it's like, oh, that's really sad that that was the last thing she saw before she probably died of like a
Yeah,
brain aneurysm or something. Um,
her brain exploded.
but it feels, oh man, there's something else that's happened in Marvel movies that feels very similar to this, where it was like, oh, we got all this build up for something. Actually, sidestep.
I mean, it's all this build up, and then it's like tragedy. You know, it's not like she's gonna find her sister because she found VMAX. No, VMAX was just it was just a vent logo. The last thing she saw when before she died.
Yeah, it's really
And
fucked up,
I love
actually.
how the damage control guy, the main director for it, like
Yeah,
talks
Milchek.
about VMAX too. Like, what is VMAX? And he's just like, I don't know. I don't know what
I
VMAX is.
no, that
And he
was really
legitimately
good.
doesn't know, even though he
That
lied
was
about like
really
everything
good
else.
because I was like, again, I was like, oh, it's just Alchemix. It's beyond him. That's why
Yeah,
I was
because
like, because he keeps being like, why do people keep saying this to
yeah,
me?
it,
I
like
was like,
in the beginning of the movie when Spider-Man's like asked like meeting up with damage control guy, I forgot his name. And then
just call him Milchek.
Milchek, And
Or
Spider-Man's like,
Milchetta.
"Hey, so do you know what VMAX is?" And he's like, "No, I don't know what that is." You think he's lying, but then he actually
You think
isn't
he's lying, but
because he lied
it's
about
also
everything
such a
else, right? He lies about everything else, but he did lie about VMAX, which is really funny.
but it was also such a genuine reaction where I was like, "Ooh, is this like the actor being a bit too good at selling it, or or does
Is
he
VMAX
genuinely
something they
has his
just
character not
improved
know?"
in, or like,
Yeah. Well, I was like, is this the actor just selling this moment too well, or is his character actually not know?
does he actually
Uh,
not know?
and as we know, he did not know.
You know what? Let's just get rid of the whole like damage control slander I've been hearing because yeah, they captured Sasha Grey, which was a really fucked up thing. But like they hurt less people in this movie than Jean Grey does. So I think we really should just, you
Eh,
know,
kinda.
get it out of there.
I do love that they straight up just have Spider-Man see them working on like Shocker's gauntlets and stuff.
Yeah, they pull the director pulls like a Cecil Stedman, and like whenever they capture some like superhero stuff, they're like, but what if we can use it to help
Yeah, what if we
us?
can repurpose this
What if we refurbish this? So they
for
have the
our
Shocker
good
Gauntlet.
needs?
I think they have something else, right? They have the
They
hand
have
working for
Shocker's
them, but
gauntlet. They have these like electric hand grenades. They have the web destroyer things.
yeah,
The
which wasn't shown
bazookas.
until the end. Um, but they did have like the web dispersion cannon, which is for Spider-Man specifically.
I like that you're saying that as if it's almost a thing and not just purely made for this movie.
It was I think it's a thing. I mean, I don't know if it was I don't read the comics. I don't know if it's in the comics. I just know that it's in the movie. That it is in the movie. But yeah. Anyway, damage control is the real villain. I think they're just like they're like a government created like sector that basically handles
They're
like superpower
specifically a
stuff.
Tony Stark created thing to help clean up the events of the Chitauri invasion in
Yeah.
Avengers
But in
that
this
then
movie though,
spiraled out
they
of
don't
his
connect.
control.
They don't have like a connection between damage control and they don't like say it's like a Tony Stark related thing,
Oh
but it
my god,
is. So
JD, he found a way to be part of the fucking movie. I just realized that by making
who
damage control
I
be
damage control.
the villains of the movie.
I think they were really like they were like should we say that Tony Stark made damage control or we probably shouldn't, right? Because I don't want Iron Man to be too much into Spider-Man again. So I
God
think
damn
Tony
it.
Stark did make damage control, but I think the government kind of took it over, so it's more like a government thing now.
Yeah.
Anyway, damage control is here, and they're like the real villain of the movie. That they're like, yeah, that's what the movie's trying to tell us. And they're gonna be, I think they're gonna be like the main villain for X-Men in this universe too, because
It definitely yeah, sorry, go ahead. I don't mean to
the
cut you
funny
off.
thing is that Spider-Man is the guy who makes basically like the mutant collar, the mutant suppression collar, and he gave it the damage
Yeah.
control. So now damage control
Which
has like the mutant suppression technology.
I
And I think
really like
that's
it
what's
because
going to happen
Bruce
in
Banner
X-Men.
just straight up hits him with the like, you know, this is going to be used on other
Dude,
people.
when Peter Parker and Bruce Banner were talking at the college and they're talking about suppressing mutant genes, I was like, wait a minute, this is an X-Men thing.
You
they
looked at me and you
actually
went,
made
Gene?
they actually made the X they were the create Spider-Man is the creator of the whole X-Men problem now. Which is really funny.
It's
Um
it's really good because in the comics, a big thing was that people thought Spider-Man was a mutant for a really long time.
yeah.
Because his powers were never revealed. And I think if I remember correctly, J. Jonah Jameson in the comics is a huge supporter of mutants and hates Spider-Man. And his
Mhm.
big thing was always being like, no, Spider-Man's not a mutant because I would never
Spider-Man's not a
fucking hate
mutant.
it. I
He's a
would never
vigilante.
unjustly hate a mutant.
Yeah.
I only hate Magneto.
Magneto's a bad guy. He's a mutant, but he's a bad guy.
Spider-Man's a bad man.
Spider-Man's not a mutant. He's a mutate. And you'd see just
Yeah.
average people on the street be like, "This is a
Actually,
sir. This is a Wendy's. All right,
actually,
same difference."
methinks Spider-Man is a mutate.
But yeah, I mean,
Uh,
I like the whole function of damage control.
yeah.
I know it's like the whole setup for like the bigger MCU damage control thing. I think he got away in the end. damage control guy. I don't think he got caught.
He did. They did say he has not been found.
Yeah, so he like got away. So I'm guessing he's just gonna make some other. I don't think he's gonna like go get back in control of like the government damage control. It might be like some like
No.
private company that he makes.
It could be
But I
that
don't
we're
know.
getting the Reavers, if I remember correctly, their name. Let me look up that real
I,
quick.
I don't know. But yeah. So damage control is the real villain. Another thing I wanted to talk about in the movie while you search that up, and you can cut me off anytime, is Hulk is in this movie. He's in the trailers, and he's not actually in the movie for very long, like Hulk himself. I wish it was a longer. I wish it was a longer fight scene, but the fight scene is really good. I really like it. Um, I can't tell if they retconned Hulk or not because I have like vague memories of what happened with Hulk between Endgame and now. Um, he has like this inhibitor, gamma inhibitor that he wears. It's like a wrist. It's like an Omnitrix he wears on his wrist. Is that like a retcon, James? Because I don't remember him
No,
ever wearing that.
he's had that since Shang-Chi technically in the end credits
Yeah,
of, or not end credits, but in the final scene of Shang-Chi where it's Captain Marvel, him and like I think Wong or something. He
yeah.
has the device on his arm, then it comes
Oh,
back
okay.
up in She-Hulk, and this is what a big thing he said in the movie was
I didn't watch
is that he
She-Hulk.
built in you don't gotta. It's good. I like it. People
Yeah.
don't. I think people don't like it for not good reasons. I think there are good reasons to not like it, but people are just kind of like, she twerked. Okay, who gives a shit?
She
Like
twerked? Ew.
she,
That's
yeah.
how
People are
old
like,
are you,
uh,
little bro?
she twerked with Megan Thee Stallion. I don't give a
Megan Thee
shit.
Stallion's in She-Hulk.
Megan the Stallion's in it, and no, it's a really funny moment because Megan the Stallion's like, yeah, somebody literally a superhero impersonated me and did a bunch of stuff using my face, and because she's a superhero lawyer,
The
she's like, we
chameleon,
can find that
Spider-Man
person.
villain.
Yeah, it is along those lines, and I really do like that because I'm like, no, it's a really funny way of bringing in a celebrity to play themselves for this moment. But
Mm,
people were upset that she twerked. I'm like, oh my god, who gives a shit? Sorry. Anyways, in She-Hulk, the reason She-Hulk becomes She-Hulk is because they get in a car crash that
mm.
causes Bruce's inhibitor to turn off because it gets broke, and his blood mixes with her blood, which
Wait, so
is
he
how
he
he
already had the
becomes She-Hulk in the
inhibitor
comics.
prior to She-Hulk too?
Yeah, he had the inhibitor from Shang-Chi is when he gets the inhibitor. That's the
So
first time we see it.
so
He
the
built it sometime post fucking Smart Hulk.
so, okay, so the what I'm piecing together here is that after Endgame, like pretty much shortly after Endgame, he makes the gamma inhibitor just so he doesn't have to stay as
Again.
Smart Hulk, right?
Yeah,
Because
he was
without the
needed a
gamma
reason
inhibitor,
not to
he
end
turns into
people.
Smart Hulk. And then so
Yes.
with the gamma inhibitor, he just stays like normal human size, which makes sense because I guess you don't
Well,
want to be
that
like big guy all the time.
it was also a thing, and people pointed out, and it did become true with this movie based on what Hulk says himself.
Hmm.
Bruce did not actually combine the brains in Hulk.
Yeah,
He actually Hulk's mind and took over the body,
yeah, that's kind of
which
what
is
I was
what
suspecting too.
Peter being like,
Oh, sorry, you're just
what do
breaking
you,
up a bit.
how do you decide what's good and bad? Oh, sorry, my
That's all.
internet's probably not great.
That's fine. You can just keep talking. It's all good.
Uh, a big thing in this movie was him talking to Peter, going on about like how do you know what's the good and the bad, and then we see that himself that he's been doing the thing that he was like trying to chastise Peter for. Uh, where when Hulk comes out, like Hulk properly is no longer suppressed. He literally comes out. He's like, "No more being put away. No more. No banner. Just Hulk."
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. Yeah,
It's like even Jean Grey couldn't like get in his mind and was like, "Fuck, I gotta find another solution." Frank Castle, 30-foot rule.
Frank. Yeah. So I guess yeah. So he has the gamma inhibitor on now. So Smart Hulk is actually just Bruce Banner, but he just hijacks the Hulk's body, but not fully because he's like weaker, smaller, weaker Hulk, but he's still pretty strong. So I guess I thought they were just gonna retcon it back into Savage Hulk, but I guess it's more like a character progression arc from Smart Hulk into Savage Hulk now.
Yeah,
And the way we get it, yeah, it makes sense to me. I mean, Jean Grey uses Bruce Banner's Smart Hulk to try and bust down the vault that she thinks VMAX is in the damage control building. And instead,
And it's just a room with files.
she gets stopped by Spider-Man and Punisher. But yeah,
Punisher in quotes.
so they just hit Hulk real hard. Punisher beats Smart Hulk, by the way. They beat Smart Hulk. So good job, guys.
You
I can see it
cannot say
happening.
Punisher beats Smart Hulk and not explain what he did.
I can explain what he did. So Punisher throws this like the damage control like mine grenade, energy grenade thing they have from Chitauri, I think. And he shoots it and it explodes while Hulk is holding it, and it knocks him out, sort of. Knocks the wind out of him. And that's how Punisher beats the Hulk. Smart Hulk.
with his bump stock AR-15.
Yeah, it's really funny when Punisher like this whole like damage control building sequence was actually like great. The setup for it was amazing. Spider-Man like gets into is like the building's like kind of already destroyed, the floor at least, by Hulk. I think it's assumed that Hulk did kill people in this. But
it's definitely they don't say directly, but they
don't
do
say it, and I don't see any bodies
like
there
they
either.
say he's taken to a psychiatric hospital for holding and whatnot.
Yeah. Which is why he's on Doomsday.
He continues asking, "Did I hurt anybody?" and nobody gives him an answer.
Nobody says it to him, which is why I'm thinking like, yeah, I guess he did.
Yes.
Right.
I think they're definitely.
I think Spider-Man definitely would have said something like, "No, everyone's all right," but he doesn't actually say that.
Oh, I wonder if this is going to play into the leaks, the quote unquote leaks, because I don't think we've still had them confirmed yet. But for Doomsday, where they show Hulk is like in a village, like a
my God, Village Hulk, they're finally adapting it.
Village Hulk. Jesus, I hate that name so much. That's almost as bad as Planet Hulk. That's shit, man. But
what are you talking about?
Village Hulk. It's so dumb. But sorry. I don't know why that tickled me. But I think this is setting up that he's trying to go find inner peace or something again, since losing the inhibitor and letting Hulk out. And because that is a leak we saw through concept art of Doomsday, quote unquote, again, quote unquote, because I'd still not been confirmed, but it was like mostly agreed upon that these are real concept arts.
Yeah.
But also, I don't think Mark Ruffalo has been confirmed to be in Doomsday.
Oh.
They might do a secret reveal. Who fucking knows?
Mark Ruffalo is in Doomsday, but Hulk is.
Yeah,
that's the kind of loops they would jump through.
I mean, that's exactly what they did with fucking Endgame. Was they were like, well, we don't like Mark Ruffalo because he called us out for trying to sideline him as a character. Because guess what?
Which they did.
The Russos don't know how to fucking write. So yes, we did do that. Like we did.
I have a feeling the Russos
else.
Just don't like Hulk. I don't think they're.
No,
Hulk
I have
fans.
a feeling the Russos just can't write more than 7 people at once, and for some reason have taken it upon them. They've pulled a Stranger Things where they've made their own Hulk and are upset people don't like it.
But I'm actually glad that Hulk is back into Savage Hulk. I think he's actually bigger than the Avengers and the Age of Ultron version of him.
Mm-hmm.
He's like noticeably bigger.
I think is he back to the Incredible Hulk height?
Back in like 2008?
Yeah, the Ed Norton.
It does seem like he's around that size, I think. He's like, what, like 10 feet tall? I don't know. He like takes up the whole room that he's in when he first like shows up. Spider-Man is like at his like belly button. That's how like tall. Like now Spider-Man's not like a super tall guy, but when Hulk like first shows up, he like dwarfs he like when he grabs Spider-Man at the end of the fight, his whole hand is like he like grabs basically his head and his upper torso. so this Hulk is like big.
Well, that was a good moment of him fighting Professor Hulk, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I can keep up with this." And then the moment he takes on,
like when he fights Professor Hulk grabs him by the head, and like his head it fits into Professor Hulk's hand, But then when he gets grabbed by Savage Hulk, it's like his whole upper torso, and like his
Yeah.
head is like the size of Hulk's like index finger.
And it's also when he's being smashed into the ground, he is
Yeah,
like properly like cannot fucking move
yeah.
after
He's
being
just
hit. He's like, oh, this is what it's actually like to fight Hulk.
he's got huntered. He's Left 4 Dead 4 huntered by Hulk. But yeah,
I want,
Hulk looks really good in this. I think I like his design in this one.
yeah, I
He
really really like
They
it.
like kind of brought it back to 2008 with how like lean Hulk looks. He's like
Hmm.
ripped.
Oh
He's
yeah,
has a dense, dry, 3D grainy look, and he's ripped.
I'm so glad that
Um,
we're back to this because I think the juxtaposition between him and the Thing is going to be even better. Which
yeah,
was the thing with them in the comics; they didn't actually used to look the exact same.
yeah,
It was a thing that the Thing was just. I keep saying it. It was a thing that the Thing.
hmm
But it was a thing that Ben Grimm was like just like slightly bigger than a normal person and would be obscured by Hulk but could still match him.
yeah,
So I'm really happy that we're kind of getting that juxtaposition in size now if they ever fight each other.
yeah. It'd be
But who knows?
hilarious seeing Hulk just like looking down onto the thing.
So real quick, to talk about the director,
Yeah,
guy that got away, and what that could mean with him being the new main villain of the mutants.
yeah,
There are two groups that we could possibly see him creating.
sure.
Uh, the first group would be we've seen them in the Logan movie. They were called the Reavers. They're the augmented humans with like robot parts and stuff.
Oh yeah, those guys.
Yeah, we could be either seeing that group form because that's a very militia, like ex-military people with augmented parts and
Who are
stuff.
these guys?
Like,
Ex-military? Sorry, anytime you say ex-militia, that's what I think
yeah,
of. The Payday
I
2
understand.
line.
Don't worry, I understand.
Mhm.
We could be seeing them, or we could be seeing the Purifiers, which in the movies, the character Stryker, the guy that made Wolverine who he is,
Yeah,
he wasn't
based and goaded.
he wasn't a military guy. He was a reverend. He's literally called Reverend Stryker, and he has a
Oh, so he's
crazy
like a
religious group called
religious
the Purifiers.
dude.
Yes, it was very much so a religious thing where they believe that mutants are abominations and stuff.
Yeah,
So
abominations of God.
we could be seeing one of these. I don't think we're going to be seeing the Purifier route because he doesn't seem to hate mutants necessarily. He wants to
Yeah,
replicate it. You
yeah,
know what?
that's weird.
Oh, they could do a Mr. Sinister approach with it where he's either he is Mr. Sinister or he's a clone of him, which is a big thing in the comics is that the X-Men villain Mr. Sinister was not actually a mutant, but was a normal human being that was obsessed with mutants, replicated it, made himself a mutant, not a mutate, a mutant, an artificial mutant,
Hmm
and made cloning a huge thing and would clone himself and had his clones literally like, multiple characters or people from our history are his clones and whatnot. So
I
it
don't
could
know.
be
I mean,
that this is that route.
I don't think
Well,
he'd
yeah, I'm
be
just saying
Mr.
because his
Sinister.
whole like if we can find what makes you a mutant and replicate it to do to other people to give them powers, I see it from that perspective because I'm like, ooh, I could see them going that route with it.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
also, I think this actor would be good as Mr. Sinister as
nah.
well.
I mean, it's weird because they casted Kylo Ren as Mr. Sinister. So I think it'd just be weird if this
They did
guy would
not.
be a clone
They
of him because
they,
it's like
they
does
did
he
not
want to
do
do
this.
blackface with the Mr. Sinister? It makes sense, I guess, with the character. He's a bad guy, but anyway, back to
Also, they can't. The supposed casting is that he's going to be playing Magneto. By the way, not Mr. Sinister. It's that he's going to be playing Magneto, which I don't think is better. I think he's not. I don't think he's still a good casting for Magneto. I think they want to make Magneto like a 30-year-old because they don't want it to be somebody that's too old because they want
yeah,
to milk the fuck out of using that character.
yeah. I mean, Magneto's going to be doing some crazy stuff. So anyway, though, back to the Hulk fight scene.
Hmm.
It was kind of short, but I liked the choreography of it. I thought they might do the whole thing where like Spider-Man just beats Hulk, but no, Spider-Man like he gets beat by Hulk. He gets like
He
shit on actually by
he
Hulk.
does not fight against Hulk
And
very well.
actually, it's a little bit sad because Punisher actually never fights Savage Hulk. They both fight Smart Hulk, but they never fight Punisher. Never fights Savage Hulk. In fact, I don't
There's
think
a
Punisher ever sees Savage Hulk
no, I don't think he does.
because he was
But I
mind controlled
do.
before he turned.
I
So
do like the moment that Spider-Man's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get the Shocker Gauntlet, and I'm gonna really mess him up," and Hulk immediately destroys the gauntlet.
yeah,
I love that setup of like, "Yeah, we're gonna use this later in the movie." No, you're
I
not.
liked when Punisher and Spider-Man discussing what they're gonna do when they were fighting Smart Hulk for a second. He was like, all right, guys, first we're gonna get this inhibitor onto Banner, and then we're gonna stop the Hulk that way. And the Punisher's like, I got a better idea. I'm gonna go after Jean Grey, and you're gonna go after the Hulk. And then Spider-Man calls him out, where he's like, you just don't want to fight the Hulk. And Punisher's like, yeah, I guess so. And then they split up. So that's why the Punisher never actually fights or sees Savage Hulk in person, because he goes off and gets mind controlled. Um, but yeah, I like this fight. It was really cool. They do the whole thing where Spider-Man's like on top of Hulk, like on Hulk's back.
Oh yeah, that's a good moment. That's a
That
classic
was like a very
Spider-Man
comic book.
moment.
Felt like a really comic book moment to me.
It's it's definitely very close to a moment where Spider-Man is suddenly under Hulk's arm, and he's like, "There's a bug on me."
Bug on me. Bug man hit Hulk. Like, and Hulk, like he tanks like a big hit in this too. When
He takes a lot of shit, man.
Hulk,
It's so
Hulk does
nice to
tank a
have
lot of
Hulk
stuff.
back. It's
So
so nice.
it's funny because the web does slow him down, sort of, and then he gets webbed up to like a whole floor of the building, and he like
The
pulls off
whole
the floor of the building.
Like it's not even just the floor of the building. He's taken like an entire
Like a big chunk
I
of the
think
building is just
I
webbed up
think a
to him.
50 no, I think like 100 feet by 100 feet, like entire side of the building got ripped off and purely attached to him.
Yeah, so Spiral webs up the building to Hulk, or he webs Hulk to the building to keep Hulk
Mhm.
still while he's like trying to put the inhibitor chip on him. But the inhibitor chip doesn't work on Hulk, so
His skin's too thick for
yeah,
it
his skin's
to
too
latch
thick.
on properly.
So Hulk like he busts out of the webbing, but he like tears off a chunk of the building with him as they fall, and then he gets like Street Fighter like uppercutted by Spider-Man using the shot gauntlet back into the building.
Oh man, Street Fighter!
And
What a
so
good
he's
trailer that was.
and so he's got like he's holding the whole like part of the building just like webbed up to him, and he's just and he like still tries to like strangle Spider-Man
Hmm.
while being webbed up and holding this building that's hanging off of him. And he still like smacks the shit out of him too. So he like, he tosses like a big old rubble chunk onto Spider-Man. He's like trying to punch him when he's on the ground. And then he gets hit by the whole like sun's getting real low.
Yeah, there's
Hulk does get
something he
beat by
says.
the sun's getting real low moment where I think a lot of people kind of took this the wrong way, where they're like, oh, it's because I think in the comics when Spider-Man does the spell that makes everyone forget Peter Parker is Spider-Man, Hulk doesn't forget or something.
Right.
Like Bruce Banner forgets, but Hulk still remembers that Peter Parker is
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
Hulk
I don't
Hulk
think
is
that's what
very
happens here
impervious.
in this movie.
No, because also this Hulk has never met Peter. He doesn't know who this
Yeah.
guy is.
I don't think Peter's ever seen Savage Hulk. So
No,
this
no,
Hulk.
I think their literal only interactions were in
Yeah.
Avengers Endgame, and I don't think they technically interacted.
I know Banner knows that Peter Parker was Hulk before the spell. And then he forgot. But Banner does know Spider-Man. But I don't know if Hulk actually knows Spider-Man, or he
No,
just
I don't
knows
think
Spider-Man
Hulk.
just because Banner knows Spider-Man. I know
Right.
Hulk like knows some things that Banner knows, right? Even if he's never gone out and done it himself. But in
Yeah,
this moment, I
Hulk
think it
knows
was
how
more of
to
like a
hit a
whole.
ollie just because Banner does.
It wasn't really a whole like I'm Peter, you know I'm Peter, therefore you shouldn't fight me. I think it was more like a when he said like I'm your friend. That's kind of the main part of it, I think.
Yeah.
So it's just like a whole I'm your friend, I'm not trying to hurt you or anything. And then Hulk is like, yeah, why are we even fighting here? Hulk, why fight? So no
Hulk, wait,
Banner,
wait.
no girl, no Hulk, only Hulk.
No Banner.
No
I'm
Banner, no
really
girl,
glad.
only Hulk.
I'm really glad we didn't get auto-tuned Mark Ruffalo again, which is what they did in Thor Ragnarok.
I mean, I thought they put some. Did they get a whole different voice actor, or was it they
No,
voiced
I
down?
think they just pitched his voice down.
Yeah, they pitched
I don't
Ruffalo's
I don't
voice
think they
down.
auto-tuned him this time. Because
Or
Are
at
you
least the
aware of
auto tune
that?
is better if they did auto tune them.
Are you aware that it was auto-tune in Ragnarok?
Yeah, I knew it sounded auto
I
tuned.
I didn't really pay attention to how he sounded, so I didn't realize.
I mean, it was
Somebody
auto
pointed
tuned,
it
but
out
it
to me,
sounded
and
all
I'm like,
right.
"Oh my god!"
It sounds like Hulk.
I mean, it sounds like Hulk until he like there's a couple
Thor,
lines he
Thor
says
like
where
water,
you
Hulk like fire.
there's a couple lines he says. I think it's like no banner where you
No,
can really
it
hear the
was it was
sing
when
of
he
the
was
auto
it's when he
tune.
was actually Banner and he goes, yeah, spending a couple years as the Hulk really makes a guy angry, and then like they auto tuned the crap out of his voice after, like at the end of that when he's like slow,
Angry.
like semi turning. He gets really auto tuned during there, but yeah, I liked Hulk's voice. I liked Hulk in this thing. I don't think they're setting up for like a Hulk movie or anything.
No, I mean we're
So
never
I
getting
I
one.
looked that up, by the way. The whole
Universal will, yeah.
So apparently Universal and Marvel had like that agreement is supposed to last like 15 years, I think, or something. There's a time limit on it. And that was back in 2008. So technically in 2023, Marvel has the right to make a Hulk movie without Universal being like, no, you can't make that. At least that's what I think that's what the contract is. But neither of them has said anything about the contract. So everyone still kind of just like assumes that they just can't make it. But I think they can make it and they just don't want to, or they something else is happening with it.
I think Ruffalo needs a solo movie.
I
I
think
think
yeah, I
genuinely,
think this Hulk needs a solo
especially
movie.
with how this ends for his character, I think a good self-discovery movie for him would be nice. Like something akin to the most recent The Incredible Hulk run.
Yeah,
I forget who wrote it, but man, I feel like something very similar to that where it's Hulk traveling the
company.
country, like Bruce
Yeah,
Banner traveling, finding himself in these different situations, and just realizing how loved Hulk is, and like people see Hulk as a proper hero.
yeah, and I think I would
I
like
think
it
he needs that.
if Hulk and Banner hate each other now because it makes sense, right?
Yes, it does, and that
Because
would be
it's
great.
like because like in Ragnarok, Hulk was the one who took over, so he suppressed Banner, and then Banner suppressed Hulk in Infinity War and Endgame, and now they're both there again, and I think it would be interesting to see them kind of like duke it out, like Venom Eddie Brock style, where they just hate each other. Um,
I think it would be good because it's firstly, I think we're only gonna have a couple more movies of like
of Ruffalo's
Harrison.
Hulk.
Well, yes, but also I was gonna say like I think we'll maybe get one more, and I hate to say this, like maybe one or two more movies of Harrison Ford in his lifetime.
Uh
He
huh.
is very old.
He's an old
Uh,
guy.
he gave surprisingly a lot to doing Red Hulk. He gave a lot of energy, and I just feel like we're not gonna have that if we do another movie. So I feel like getting a nice finale to the characters of Ross and Banner would be really nice. Uh, like some kind of I don't know understanding because like I feel like that's the part of making Captain America 4 be a Hulk movie and not include Hulk. It's like that finale of Captain America fighting Hulk in or fighting Red Hulk in front of the White House. It's just like, man, this doesn't hit if you've been watching the MCU and watched Incredible Hulk because
Hmm.
it's like this shouldn't be Cap talking to the president, aka Thunderbolt Ross.
Hmm.
This should be Bruce Banner having this discussion, being like, "You're not actually this monster and everything." I hate it.
Yeah, no,
Um,
I don't think
I
we're
have
gonna
so many
have a
issues with
Hulk
that fucking
versus Red
movie,
Hulk
man.
fight.
No,
But
unfortunately, I'd love to see them bring from Agents of Shield bring back Absorbing Man because I feel like
that'd be a
that's
cool Hulk villain. Yeah.
I love Absorbing. He's one of my favorite Hulk villains. Are you aware of the fentanyl moment?
No.
Dude, so Absorbing Man is some kind of drug addict from the comics, and I
Hmm.
don't remember the exact context. A supervillain shows up to his house after he's reformed, shoots him with a dart that makes him immediately start like absorbing whatever it was he was shot with.
Yeah.
And the woman's like, "What? He just turned to dust. What did you do to him?" And he's like, "Fentanyl."
Fentanyl.
He shot him with a huge syringe just full of fentanyl, and it
It's full of
turned his
fentanyl.
entire body into fentanyl, and he just died. It's an insane moment with him in the comics. It's
He
it's
died.
a
I thought Absorb Man was like like invincible or something. You're like, he can't die.
He's like kinda, but it's like I think because so much he was firstly of like this is an extreme relapse for a recovering addict, and his entire body was dusted. So I
By
think he was just
Thanos.
gone for
Yeah.
a while. I think he was just gone for a while
Anyway,
because of it.
let's
But
let's move on to the other
you'd be cool to see.
topics here because there's a
Yeah,
couple more, but I guess it'd be a longer episode than normal. So
yeah.
next I want to talk about Punisher. Punisher is in this movie, and he's in this movie for a lot. He's
I
actually
was so
he
surprised by
is a
how much.
lot in this movie. Um, but it doesn't really ever feel like Punisher steals the movie though from Spider-Man.
No,
It definitely seems like Punisher's like the supporting cast to Spider-Man. He seems to me he seemed pretty lighthearted in this movie. I don't know if he's just in a better time in his life. He's in a very Chinese time in his life, but
you've met me
he
at a
seems like
very
he's enjoying
Chinese
it.
time in my life.
He's got his own whole house slash bunker slash area.
Bunker.
Um,
It's just a boathouse.
it's a boathouse, but it's a
It's
house
just a
nonetheless.
warehouse that has a boat in it, and he lives in the boat.
Um, I love how they introduced him where
He's
they so
he's
Punisher
so
and Spider-Man
pathetic.
already know each other
Mhm.
from one incident before called like Staten Island. Something happened on Staten Island. I think what I pieced together is that
Involving somebody throwing rice at Punisher.
yeah, so
That's the only thing I could make out from the conversation.
Punisher was like killing people on Staten Island or something, doing something on Staten Island, and Spider-Man comes in and saves Punisher. Um, Punisher doesn't want to admit it, but anyway, he he shows up with the van, chasing the tank at the beginning of the movie. And my favorite part of it was when he pulls out like the grenade launcher, and Spider-Man like webs it from him and then webs it to his van, and he pulls out another grenade launcher and he goes ah, and he
Yeah,
makes that
it's
noise
dude.
like so much
Oh my
in this
god.
movie.
I I love that this movie treats him making that noise as a joke. It's
Yeah,
not his like it's not them trying to make it a cool thing like they did with the Punisher TV show where in both seasons, every time he did it, it's like,
really, it was
oh,
supposed to be like a cool
Frank's
thing.
going gremlin mode. In this one, it's like, dude, he's so dumb.
You know, in this one, it's him fucking with someone. He
I
goes
know, I love that.
ah,
His
he's rage
it's,
baiting him.
dude, we kept
And
making the
Punisher
noise every
also
time he did
grunts
it
too. He
too.
does the grunting thing. He's like,
It's gorilla noises, dude. And again, it's not a new thing. That's been a thing he's been doing since Daredevil season 2 back
yeah,
in like
but they play it as a
2017.
joke in this one. Like whenever he does the noises and
It's so
stuff,
good.
it's because it's supposed to be funny, and it is funny.
This is I genuinely think outside of Punisher's or sorry, Daredevil season 2, don't ever let me say Punisher's show was a
No.
good representation of him. Because God, they really butchered him so many times. But outside of Daredevil season 2, I think this is genuinely the best Punisher we've seen from
it's
John Barenthal. It's so good.
yeah, it
It's
feels kind of
so
weird
fun.
too because it's PG-13, so he's not like swearing too much. He does swear a little bit, but he's not swearing too much. But like it's PG-13, but he also does want to kill Jean Grey. Like he's just straight up wants to kill her.
He wants to kill everyone, dude.
Like
This guy
whoever,
wants to shoot every person in existence.
he doesn't want to shoot everyone. I think he's okay not shooting like innocent people. I think or just good people.
I like that. I think.
I think because he is like crazy.
Yeah,
Everyone knows he's a crazy dude.
you don't think he's trying to pull a Jean Grey
To me
here?
though, to me though, I don't think Punisher really does much though in the movie. Like
No, he's
effective.
very
Like
much so a moral
yeah,
support character more than anything else.
yeah, he's
I
definitely
like,
more of like he's like the friend to Spider
yeah,
Man. Where MJ and Ned are friends to Peter Parker ish. They were friends with Peter Parker, past tense. And
mhm.
Punisher is like a friend to Spider Man, and that's
Which
like his
they
role in this
talk about
movie.
in the movie. Again, it's another moment of bringing it up in the movie. I'm like, I really
Yeah,
like that where he
yeah,
even
that's
like mocks Peter. He's like, you don't take that thing off the fucking heat. You don't take that
you don't
mask
even
off when
take
you're
off
just
to drink
eating.
coffee. He's like, the mask stays on, Frank. It just stays on for everyone.
It's kind of the rule.
It's the rule. I
Did
don't
you
make the
know that?
rules. I'm just a messenger. But yeah, so
Ooh.
yeah, other than that, Punisher doesn't actually do that much. It's not like
No,
him intruding on the Hulk fight really saved Spider-Man, even though he says he saved him. I think Spider-Man could have handled Smart Hulk on his own. But
it sets up a second dilemma for
yeah.
him.
But yeah, he doesn't really help out with the Smart Hulk fight. He does get mind
No.
control too. So And
He
then
goes, "Oh shit."
with the tank, he gets like stopped by Spider-Man when he's chasing the tank, and he goes home, I guess. Because I don't think he
Well,
shows up again after that.
to be fair, Spider-Man ripped out all of the insides of of that van
Yeah,
when he kicked
Spider-Man
him out of
drop
it.
kicked the van and basically broke it. So,
Oh my god. Oh, by the way,
and
there
then
is an edit.
at the end when Jean Grey is on the island,
Yes,
the damage control
Staten
island,
Island.
Punisher drives up, was gonna drive over there, but he stops because there's the big psychic wall that Jean Grey put up,
Hmm.
and he stops in front of it and he's like, oh, and this was another part where I pre-watched the movie because the first one was I guess that the villain is just Jean Grey, just because she's like mind hopping and stuff. I was like, oh, you
Well,
know
it's
who mind
also
hops? Jean Grey.
that was the biggest thing everybody guessed, so it
Yeah,
wasn't too
it wasn't too
surprising. It
surprising,
was
but this part when Punisher drives up to the psychic wall, I lean over to you. I go, yeah, Punisher's gonna snipe Sadie. He's gonna snipe Jean Grey with a sniper, 50 cal, and
then
then
the
a
next
couple
time you
scenes
see
later,
him,
he pulls out the 50 cal sniper.
dude, it's so
Which, by the way, when he drives up there, I didn't know he just keeps in his van, I guess. But I had no idea he was actually going to snipe her, and then he does. That was
he's a
funny.
psychopath.
So the really like plot consequence he does in the movie is he almost kills Spider-Man. He shoots Spider-Man.
Oh, I genuinely. So I was actually pretty convinced that they were going to kill Spider-Man here.
Yeah, for a second I was like, oh yeah, they kill Spider-Man, and that's why he's on Doomsday. It makes perfect sense. Is because he's
I
dead.
I was like, oh, because that's how they do it in the comics. In
Yeah,
the Ultimate Comics, I was like, the way they set up Miles Morales is Peter
Punisher kills
Parker.
Spider-Man.
Well, Punisher's trying to kill Captain America
Okay.
in the Ultimate Comics because Cap is against the government and he's
Mm-hmm.
breaking laws. And Punisher's like, yeah, well, I'll put him down. And he
Uh-huh.
goes to shoot him. Peter Parker senses it, jumps in front of Cap to knock him out of the way, ends up getting shot. And then it's a big moment in the comics where it's just the greatest writing ever, I guess. Punisher
I
comes down to the
guess.
bridge where Peter's bleeding out. He's like, "Did I shoot him? Did I shoot him?" And then in that moment, everybody realizes Spider-Man's a fucking teenager still.
Mm-hmm.
I forget how exactly. I think they take his mask off to check like his breathing.
Yeah.
Um, but he says, "I shot a boy. I shot a boy. Punish me. Punish me." And then he gets like, and then like a shield agent just fucking cracks him with the butt of their gun.
He
It's
just does
so
the
dumb. I hate it. But I was like, because that's the big thing. Because then he goes and fights the Sinister Six, who then do kill him. But I
okay.
was like, oh, that's insane. We're getting that moment to set it up of him saving somebody and getting shot for it.
Yeah.
And then no.
Yeah. No, they don't go with killing Spider-Man. But he does get shot, and there is blood in this movie. Like there's a
Yes.
big old
There's
pool
a
of blood that he bleeds a
puddle.
lot. There was a lot of blood.
I mean, he's got all that arachnid DNA.
I mean, he did get shot by the 50 cal sniper. So
It
what was
was
crazy, that Punisher made that shot like past 1 kilometer. It was like a kilometer and a half or something, because he's like posted up pretty far away from the wall because the wall expands because Jean Grey is getting like stronger. So you can see it expand, but it doesn't reach Punisher. So he makes like a 1.5 kilometer shot right at Jean Grey, who's gonna kill her, and then Spider-Man blocks it. So yeah, that's the Punisher. I liked him. He's pretty cool.
Well, hold on. You're not bringing up the best part.
What's the best part, James?
When Spider-Man wakes up in the hospital.
Well, of course. There's like
And
there's a very
he
like
needs to get out without anybody noticing.
there's a very like cutesy moment between Punisher and Spider-Man where they're joking about Punisher crying and getting caught napping, which I guess is that
I
Punisher does not want to admit that he was crying because he's an alpha guy, right? So
right. Oh my god, I just realized, yeah, they do the fucking were you just napping? Fucking thing. Which by the way, the guy that plays the Thing, he
yeah,
does the show The Bear with John Barenthal.
yeah.
And he did take a picture of him taking a nap, and he's like, "This motherfucker lies about everything."
This guy lies about everything.
He posted on Instagram with that caption,
He's
and
an
John
actor.
Barenthal
He
was
pretends, James.
like, I love it though. It's so good because it's like
It's a funny
John
inside
Barenthal,
joke.
he doesn't even remember saying any of this, and he's like, What are people's obsession with
Why
me taking
why
naps?"
why is this so weird? If you played that audio clip to him of someone else saying it, of like repeating that that lied to him, he'd be like, why did you say that? It's stupid.
That's an insane thing to say, man.
That's a really insane thing to say.
He would say it like this. That's a crazy thing to say. I'd never say that shit, man. I'd never say that.
I'd never say that.
I
would be caught dead napping. You would never catch me napping.
I love the way he talks in interviews, by the way, because it's like you're so used to hearing him play like the Punisher characters like that.
Yeah.
And then he gets in an interview, he's like, I didn't say that shit, man. I ain't like that at all. You don't even know.
You don't know me. You don't know me. That's what he says in the Spider-Man movie, by the way. He says, you don't know me. I don't even know you.
I love his moment. So the best scene, by the way, is him standing in the window of Spider-Man's room wearing the mask and gloves, waving his hands around, and then it cuts to, like, we're seeing it from the ground level of everybody seeing him, and they're all celebrating, and then we cut to the shot of him in the room, and he's just going,
he's like flailing around with this mask. Yeah, so the reason why he put on the Spider-Man mask and gloves is because Peter Parker needs to leave the hospital. And so he's like, I know an idea to distract them so they don't think you're Spider-Man. And so he just puts on Spider-Man's mask and he goes, roar, roar, roar. It's pretty funny. Yeah. So yeah, I like Punisher. MJ and Ned are in this movie quite a bit too. I had a feeling that maybe after No Way Home, they would just forget about them. Like maybe they have like a scene where like, oh yeah, remember MJ and Ned? They're gone now. They're off to MIT or something.
Dude. I'm going to talk about it in a little bit. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I keep interrupting. I'm sorry.
I'll just say that I like the direction they took with MJ and Ned, where Peter does not get back together with MJ. And
no, that was really nice.
MJ and Ned don't remember him. The spell actually works. We don't regress before No Way Home. No Way Home happened.
Well,
we kind of regressed. But
technically at the end of the movie.
Well, there's some things that happen in the movie, but
like
No Way Home happened.
Last moment.
No Way Home happened, and for the majority of this movie, he's like suffering from the consequences of No Way Home also. So I did appreciate that. Now you can say your thing, James.
I was gonna say something and then my favorite moment of them is when they're building the Legos and then MJ shows the picture she drew and it's of him and Ned building the Legos, but it literally looks like that one filter on like Instagram or Snapchat where you take a picture and then you're like the sketchbook filter and it's just like the really it's like it compresses the shit out of everything. It just takes like the
it looked really messed up. It looked like it was good. But it looked like a Joe Hadle like animation still.
Yes, it did look like it looked a lot like that. I was like, I know MJ's an artist in the movies.
It was not bad art. It was good.
It's not bad art. It's just it felt too realistic. I feel like it should have been a bit more stylized. But also, she drew Peter and not Spider-Man, which is my favorite part.
Yeah.
It's straight up Peter, and then later in the movie we see that she's added the Spider-Man symbol onto his chest when he wakes up in the hospital room, and I'm like, okay, way to fucking out him, MJ.
Way to out him. I mean, but even with the drawing, you wouldn't know what he would look like. He didn't really look like,
it's
Tom
Holland,
the
Flash. It's the Flash moment where him and Lex
looks like
Luthor switch bodies, and Lex Luthor's like, well, if I can't get anything else out of this, I can learn the Flash's secret identity. He takes the mask off. He's like, I don't even know who this is.
Who the fuck is this? But yeah, so Peter and MJ, they don't get back together. They kind of reconnect, but like as friends ish.
They touch base.
Yeah, they touch base, but nothing really happens with them. At the very end of the movie, Peter and Ned, I think, do kind of friend back up. Now, I think people think that like Ned remembers all of a sudden stuff, but I don't think that's what really happened.
I think it's just second, like it's muscle memory.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like him realizing there's a connection, but not realizing who he is.
Yeah, I think it was like muscle memory. He does like the friend handshake that Tom Holland's Spider-Man and Ned do all the time in the previous movies. I think it was muscle memory. And then when he says like, when he introduces himself as Peter, Ned does know the guy who walks up to him is like, yeah, you're the flower guy from the party. And Ned did hear that Spider-Man's name was Peter from MJ.
from MJ.
Yeah, a little bit earlier from that. And so I think he just pieced together that this guy is Spider-Man. I think he just he might have remembered that he did that handshake with like a friend, a previous friend.
That yeah,
But
because that is
he
the
doesn't
thing where
remember
they
who. I don't think he remembers who he did it with.
because that is a thing where they're like, who were we to each other? Like, did we know each other? Like him, like with him and MJ. Like,
Mhm.
you did we go to school together? Like, were we friends? Were we more?
Yeah, and I don't think Peter actually tells her any of that. I don't
No,
think he says anything
he never confirms anything, which is I think also a
because
really
all
good
he
part.
says is
Like,
that he loves her, but that was I think that was it.
I like that because it's like it's him literally being like, I need to give you your own life.
Yeah.
I
Um.
also, by the way, I do love the guy that they have playing. His name is Nate,
All.
but they don't.
Yeah.
He is essentially playing Paul, but I do love that it's the actor who plays Ezra Bridger on the Ahsoka TV show.
I don't know what it is, but
It's
yeah.
Ezra's like the new Luke Skywalker, essentially, aka
Sure.
the new Rey.
Yeah.
Uh, and they just did a when the Ahsoka TV show came out for Star Wars. They just confirmed like who was playing live action him in like the last 3 episodes of the show as a big reveal,
Yeah.
and he has become like the other than looking like Jesus, he has become the Jesus of Star Wars, where like
Star Wars
everybody
Jesus.
he's universally loved. Everybody like goes up to him and everything. He's like going to conventions and people are just like fucking like swarming him. He's extremely loved. And so seeing him in this movie, I'm like, it's crazy that Disney's response to that happening in Disney in
Yeah. Is
Star
that
Wars
he's the one who
was to make
cucks Peter
him
Parker?
to make him that, not to make him Paul even, but to make him a throwaway boyfriend character for one scene named Nate.
Yeah, he does not show back up again. He's in one
No,
scene and
he's
it's that scene in the trailer and
it's
that's it.
it's it's kind of crazy.
Maybe barely even 30 seconds actually. I don't even think it's
I,
30 seconds.
I think he genuinely just popped into the studio to film something else and they asked him into the room because it's so sudden
Yeah,
and out of
it is.
nowhere.
It's really funny. Um but yeah, so you know, some of the consequences kind of like Peter and Ned basically just friend back up, but Peter and MJ don't get back together. So like halfway consequence averted. I don't know.
I do
I'm
like
okay with
that.
it. It's whatever.
I'm excited to see what they end up deciding to do. You know, if what route we go. I as much as I do like them, I really do hope that we explore Peter Parker finding other people in life as well. I will say, by the way, speaking of ex-girlfriends for Peter Parker,
Yeah.
the villain montage at the beginning of the movie, I kind of wish we saw Liz Allen as the new Vulture because that's her dad,
Oh,
and
I see.
she was pissed off at Pete or not at Peter, but at Spider-Man at the end of the
I
movie
don't
when she
think they're gonna
transferred
make Liz
schools.
Allen
No, they're
Vulture.
definitely not. But it was in the same vein of doing the Tombstone cameo.
Yeah.
It is an actor. Like it's an actual
Mhm.
guy, not just somebody in a costume for the shot. But he voiced Tombstone in the animated Spider-Man movie Into the Spider-Verse.
Mhm.
He voiced Tombstone in that, which they cut all of his scenes, but the one time he talks in the movie, by the way, which is crazy because he
Awesome.
had so much dialogue and they cut it.
Good.
Which it's nice to see him return for that. But he was also a villain in the DC Black Lightning TV show. He's very well known for that, and that's what got him cast as Tombstone, especially.
Mm.
Uh, and so, in the same vein of that, I'm like, oh, it would have been kind of cool for a moment like that. Maybe it was like somebody else that we know. But
Yeah.
then we get Scorpion. So I'm like, hey, that's fulfilled at
Scorpion
least.
is in the movie. He's in like multiple scenes. So
He has
there you
at
go.
least 3 scenes.
Yeah. He has multiple fight scenes with Spider-Man.
Yes,
Even
yes,
though
he
they're kind of
does.
short, but
Um, I do like it. I will say they should have given him the helmet or mask,
I think
something,
it would have been
because
better if he had like his face covered
yeah.
with the mask.
Well, it would have been better for just the look because he looks so weird without it.
I mean, without it, he's just a
It's
dude with like an exosuit with a tail
Yeah,
attached to
and
it.
that's what I hate because it's like you're wearing a whole bodysuit, but then you just leave your head exposed. Because they do that in the what was originally supposed to be the Spider-Man, not Tobey Maguire, the Tom Holland Spider-Man prequel TV show
Yeah.
that they made. The Scorpion in that was very similar, and I think intentionally made to look a lot like this Scorpion in
Mm.
design, where they took the mask away and gave him an exosuit. And that's a weird MCU synergy show where it's like a lot of stuff is very clearly based on the Tom Holland stuff, and then last minute they pivoted to make it its own thing. But it's like almost entirely like it looks like Tom Holland's Peter Parker. Uh, the Daredevil in the show is wearing the season 1 Daredevil suit and voiced by Charlie Cox. It Doctor Strange looks like the Doctor Strange of the MCU.
But no,
But
James.
no, it's not. And I think it's one of those things where it was like they were trying to do a synergy thing, and that's why they didn't have him wear the mask, is because they were
Mhm.
trying to do a synergy thing and then just cancel it.
Yeah, but I think this movie really is showing potential, of
Yeah,
Spider-Man interacting with MCU characters. I think another one I didn't mention was Black Widow's in this movie, the new Black Widow.
it's
And
it's weird.
she gets introduced weird, which because like at first I thought she was like a super, because I did watch Thunderbolts.
But
Um,
yeah, we watched Thunderbolts,
and so her office is in just this like
a
bathhouse.
bathhouse.
Yeah, and she's just like
It's
naked in the
it's
first.
so fucking like it's actually a
It's
good
pretty
bit.
jarring, but it was
I,
good. I liked it.
it was genuinely kind of funny because it was like, oh, this is very in line with her character. We laid back for the job she has, no matter what. Because in the when she broke into Hawkeye Kate Bishop, the new one, her
Mhm.
house, she's literally just sitting at her dinner table eating like box mac and cheese out of a pot, and she
Yeah,
just
she's
casually like
pulling
talking to her while threatening her life.
a cream of the yellow piss on them, just eating.
She really loves eating in movies. I found out. Apparently, she likes it when they give her eating scenes because she doesn't do spit takes. She's like, no, I'm just gonna eat the fucking food.
When it is free food.
Literally, that's exactly what she's like. She's like, no, no, no. I ate that entire
Was she eating something in Brand
pot
New
of
Day? I don't
macaroni
think she
when.
was, but
No, I
uh,
don't think so. Which was
yeah.
surprising.
I mean,
Oh my
because
god,
it's just fun. I know that I think one of the
because
main
she's, by the
complaints.
way,
Yeah.
she is eating something in Thunderbolts. She is eating something. I just remembered from the opening scene where she's fighting the people. She's eating something before doing it,
Oh
or
yeah.
after it. I can't remember which.
I think she ate something in Thunderbolts. I don't remember where.
Hmm.
But I know that one of the biggest another complaint I heard about the movie is that it's kind of bloated because there's a lot of MCU characters in this movie and also a lot of like I guess multiple different plot lines going on because it's Spider-Man being alone and he wants to reconnect with MJ and Ned, but not really. And there's also
Hmm.
him turning like him mutating, his DNA mutating, and there's also the damage control Jean Grey plotline going on too. So all of that's
I'm gonna be
happening.
so honest. It's not that hard to follow.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest too. It's they say it's bloated, but I think it's fine. It like doesn't feel like
I
it's all over the place really.
under like I thought maybe too little was happening at some points.
I mean, it
I,
felt natural. It felt like, I'm dealing with this
yeah,
issue right now, so I'm going to go talk to this person who's related to this issue. So, I'm mutating, I'm going to go talk to Banner because he knows
it
about the mutating
it
thing.
was very point A to point B, and I
Yeah.
kind of worry about you if you go not pay attention.
I'm dealing with this weird like mind hopping villain thing, and she mentioned something about VMAX.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go talk to the Avenger lady. She knows something about VMAX, right?
Well,
And
he was
so
also like mind control. Maybe VMAX is a
so
type of
I do
mind control.
appreciate that Spider-Man is the dude who's like making the moves. He's the one who's going like, I'm gonna go talk to this guy, this MCU character, and not like the MCU character shows up and
Yeah,
it's all of a sudden, you know. But yeah, it doesn't seem that it to me
yeah,
it's not that
it's very
bloated.
much showing his groundedness and whatnot.
I think maybe
Yeah, I
maybe the
think
only thing
people
I
are
noticed was that after he makes the inhibitor chip, which is like kind of midway through the movie, they kind of just leave the mutation thing on the table until the very end. Because he's like dealt with it, I guess. So like that like plot
I
line
was
stops and then it
disappointed we
restarts
didn't
at the
get
end.
almost Man Spider. I
Yeah.
really wish we got closer to Man Spider than we
Because it
did.
felt like that mutation thing was gonna happen. That plot line was gonna happen over the course of the whole movie. and like a little bit in third half, he was gonna like start actually mutating. And I
Hmm.
think they had to cut that because maybe it was PG-13. So like he puts the inhibitor chip on and it stops. That plotline stops in the middle, and then it picks back up at the end when he has to take it off to beat the hand, mind controlled hand. Other than that, though, I mean, it's fine. It was pretty alright to me. I think let's give our ratings for the movie then. I guess James, unless you want to talk about something else.
Um, Real quick with the villain montage part, I really enjoy the integration of just having these characters exist in the movie. I
Oh
think
yeah,
I've talked about
they
it before,
exist in
but
a universe now.
I think this is what movies in like especially superhero stuff needs to do more commonly is just don't commit to putting in no not everybody doesn't have to be somebody. You can just put a person in a suit for a shot. It does
Yeah.
not need to be like somebody every single time. Like it did not need to be like fucking Mark Wahlberg as Boomerang or some shit, you know.
Were you telling me they don't want to pull like the Invincible where like, Morgan
Yeah.
Freeman voices like a random minor character has two lines?
Fucking
Yeah.
yeah. No, genuinely, that's so insane with Invincible is that it's like
Invincible does that. They love doing
I
that.
just they're like, yeah, Lupita Nyong, she's fucking in the Black Panther movies and shit and everything. And they're like, yeah, by the way, she's playing this one random one-off character in an episode. She will have 2 minutes of screen time total. It costs us $5 million.
Yeah.
Like, come on, what are we doing? Just get voice actors. It's okay. But
I mean,
I really like that.
yeah, I think it makes I don't know, it makes the world building a bit better, more
Exactly.
interesting. Because now
That's
it's like, yeah, they're actually like small time villains that Spider-Man's
mhm.
dealing with in these movies. And
It's
they can show
small
up
time
whenever, like
villain.
Scorpion.
Yes, it's small time villains. It's just characters existing without needing to be like a big thing, and
Yeah.
that's what I really enjoy because I talked about this a bit on my stream, but it's something they kind of did in the DCEU with Superman, where like after Batman vs Superman, it's never Henry Cavill in the suit until for some
Mhm.
reason Black Adam.
God, bring back, please bring back the rock era of DCU.
The hierarchy of the
The
Marvel
hierarchy,
universe is about to
the
change.
hierarchy of the power of the universe is going to change.
Dude, it's the power of the hierarchy
I will bring
universe.
back Henry Cavill as Superman, but I'm the main character of the DC. I'm
Dude,
Tony Stark of DCU, Black Adam.
mind you, they fought once, I think, in comics. they,
Black Adam Superman? No, they
yes,
did, but they did a whole like animated movie with Shazam and
that's not
Superman and
based on
Black
a
Adam.
thing.
That was cool.
That's not based on a thing.
Okay,
That's
but that's
a
cool,
original
James.
thing.
It was there. It's based on itself.
And
Okay,
they only
James.
did that because they were like, well, we need Superman to sell
It's
Shazam.
based off itself.
Um, yeah, exactly. But yeah, I really like it, and it's kind of what DCU did by having Superman be all over the place without showing his face. But in this, it's like, well, yeah, you could show his face, just don't make us look right at it. Like have a guy stand in the background in a suit, just have people exist.
Mhm.
And I kind of wish they did that with superheroes as well. Like, I did like that we kind of had like, yeah, when Banner's not doing Avengers stuff, he is teaching classes. He's a professor. He's being
Yeah,
a normal person.
he's actually they hired him as a professor to teach a class. They hired the Hulk as a professor to teach a class. And also it's even more alive because the students in that class are like cosplaying as him,
Oh my
as
god, that
Hulk.
was my favorite part. Is that it randomly
Because
cut
it's
before they did the joke, we randomly cut to a guy dressed completely in green paint sitting angry in the stands.
and it's funny because like that's what actually would happen if yeah.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
And then it's funny because his students don't care at all about his sight, his fucking physics
No, no,
lesson.
no.
And
And I love that it's
is this question
they.
related to the physics lesson? It's like, if you were fighting Thanos, you think you were strong? Could you beat him? I don't know.
Well,
Remember
no, because
what question she asked, but
she asks if Thanos was worried about depleting resources, why doesn't he just double resources it
oh
instead
yeah,
of having all of life? And Banner is like, yeah, that is a good question, but I'm not gonna say all these people died for nothing. So hit him with the Hulk smash or Hulk strongest there is or whatever.
no, he just. I think it's more like he goes. I've been asked this question like millions of times or whatever. So you take it
It-
from here.
he doesn't say that. He just kind of makes a face and then he
He
goes,
makes the face where
J-
he's thinking that.
yeah, he goes, Jaden, can you
Can
you tell us why?
you tell us why? Hulk smash.
Hulk smash.
I know it's funny. But yeah, I mean, I like the movie, so I think my rating would be man, I actually don't really have a lot I don't like about this movie, so I think 9 out of 10. I think at some points maybe the dialogue might be a little bit too cliche for me, maybe a little bit too predictable for me, and that's where I lose the point at. But other than that, it's just great. Like when I pre-watched the movie and Jean Grey and the Aunt May memory was like, "I've got no one," and I'm like, "You got me," and then he says, and Spider-Man actually does say, "You've got me." That was a
What
funny
were we
moment.
watching? We watched some movie where I kept just predicting what the script will say, and I kept
Yeah.
turning to you and I'm like, I wrote the movie.
I don't remember what movie it was. I remember that happening, but I don't remember what movie we
Because
watched.
this was your version of that. This was
Yeah.
you hitting me with every single line and just turning to
Yeah.
me being like pre-watched.
I was like fake spoiling plot points to you where I was just guessing, right? And then it would actually happen. The whole like Punisher snipes would snipe her, and the whole like you've got me and it's Jean Grey thing. Anyway, not Cyclops X. I think I did actually say VMAX is nothing. It's nothing. And then and it actually
Well,
did turn out
I
not to
think
be
yeah, you
like a
did joke.
when they're like, "What's VMAX? What's VMAX?" And I was like fake pretending to be the director, where I go, "It's nothing. It's not. It's not anything." um, but yeah.
By the way,
So
I did just get a bunch of messages from my friends because this is apparently popping up everywhere.
mhm.
They are apparently looking to have Jensen Ackles play Magneto.
Jensen Ackles playing
Soldier
Magneto.
Boy, JD.
I
Soldier
know
Boy.
I find it hard to picture him there, but
I thought it was a joke thing, and then I opened Threads and I see immediately 5 posts of people saying it. What
9 out of 10,
the fuck is
James,
going
is
on?
the rating to my movie. I take a point off for that, and also the lady next to me was eating jalapeno with her popcorn, just grabbing it with her hands and
Oh,
stuff. Remember that,
this is
James? I
this
told
is
you.
this is deep crapshoot related lore of talking about the fucking jalapeno
Yeah.
popcorn.
So
It's
if you don't know, James, we saw an ad where a popcorn, it was like the movie theater ad, but in the ad,
yes,
somebody pours jalapenos onto their popcorn and they just
just straight
grab
onto
it.
the top of
Yeah,
popcorn.
and they grab the
And
jalapeno with the popcorn with just their hand and they eat it. And
well,
James is
the
like,
thing
"What
is,
is that? That's disgusting.
they
No
go
one
to
does that."
grab it. No, the thing is, they go to grab it and they get just straight jalapeno and like maybe one popcorn. And I was like, who does that? Because you're
Who
not getting
does that?
popcorn. You're not having a mixed bite. You're having just straight jalapeno with one
And then
popcorn kernel.
and then I tell
It's,
James, I'm like, everyone does it. There's a lot
you
of
did
people
say
who
that.
just do
You
that.
did say me people do
Yeah,
that, and
I
you
say
worked at
people do
theater,
that.
so I trust that.
And the lady next to
Um,
me, it was just like divine intervention because I smelled something in the air. It smelled like jalapeno. I was like, oh, someone's eating jalapeno to the popcorn. I turn the lady sitting right next to me. What she does, she grabs a handful of just jalapeno with a little bit of popcorn and she eats it. And I turn over to James. I'm like, James, I
you're
told
never
you,
gonna
man.
believe this.
I told you that people do it. The reason they put it on the ad is because it happens in real life. Okay.
I'm still so blown away by it because it's like that's an insane person thing because it's
Yeah.
not you're not mixing it to eat it like
No,
evenly.
it's not
You're
mixed.
having just straight jalapenos,
Yeah,
and
it's not like
this does
jalapenos mixed in with the popcorn past the
no.
top layer. They just pour it on top and they grab the whole
It's
thing
just
on
on
top.
top. And
It's
again,
just on
this
top.
doesn't even this didn't start at the theater. This started at Sonic like a year ago. Where I told you, I was like, Sonic keeps fucking sending me mail where the first thing I see on it is a picture of a drink with jalapeno slices on it. And I'm like, who does that? Who is
I think you'd be
jalapenoing their drink?
I
This is
think you'd
not a
be
thing. This
surprised,
is
James.
astroturfed.
I think you'd be surprised.
This is bullshit astroturfing of a trend to get them to do this because a year before that, Dutch Bros and a shit ton of other places were doing pickle drinks, and I'm like, nobody is getting pickle drinks. This is just gimmick. I am
It's
so
all
tired of
gimmick.
it. I
um,
give the movie an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10, cool. Yeah, for
I really
me,
liked it. It wasn't my favorite Spider-Man movie. I really liked hearing old men get mad about it.
Dude, I for me 9/10, but for the guy who's with the jalapeno lady next to
For
us,
the
he did
guy
not
directly
like it.
next to us, he
Yeah.
literally went, "That's the worst fucking
He
Spider-Man
goes,
movie I've
"It's
ever
the worst
seen."
Spider movie I've ever seen," which I think he didn't. He definitely didn't watch The Amazing Spider-Man 2 then, or
No, this guy
or
did not
Spider-Man
watch.
3. I guess he didn't watch either of
I
those.
have
So
had no. I do think he enjoys Spider-Man 3 because I've had older guys
yeah.
genuinely tell me, like, that I've talked to in conversation. They've genuinely told me Spider-Man 3 is a good movie, and I'm like, you are lying to yourself.
Okay.
You do
Well,
not like that movie.
it's not a good movie, but I actually like it. And
No,
if I
I
had to
like it because
rate,
it's a bad movie.
yeah, if I had to rate like Spider-Man movies by how much I enjoy them, Spider-Man 3 is actually pretty close to the top. It's like up
Yeah,
there.
but like if I was to like make a genuine like critic review, no.
No, it's not there. It's not
This is
there.
a fun dumb movie in the same way Meg is, but I'd never put Meg in a top 10. Meg 2 is such a good memory moment for us because it's like this was an
It
empty
was a fun
theater.
movie.
It was us having fun watching this shitty movie. Would I say that this is the best movie ever because I enjoyed it? No, I enjoyed it because it sucked. um
But that's not the case with this. This was a good movie.
no,
So
this was a good movie. I think
it,
people
it
are
actually might
overly
have been the
upset about
best
it.
Spider-Man movie.
It's
Definitely the
the
best
best Tom
action in the
Holland movie.
Spider-Man movie.
It's the best Tom Holland movie.
I debate whether or not I like this movie more than I like No Way Home, just because I know there's recency bias with this one because I just saw it.
Hmm.
But I think I was more hyped for No Way Home. But I
No
think
Way Home.
the action in this one's better than No Way Home though.
I'm
So
trying to think. Is there any moments in No Way Home that made me? Because I'll say like the first Goblin Peter fight is so fucking hype. I still
yeah,
remember how like cool that was to see him fucking WWE smashing him through the ground and stuff.
yeah, they're fighting in the
And
hotel,
and I
the
am thinking
apartments.
about in this movie where they pull up a file for Jean Grey and they go, her name's Jean Grey. And the theater was dead silent. Nobody made a reaction. I laughed and had to cover my mouth because nobody reacted. Gave. It's
Nobody
literally the
reacted because they
family.
already knew, James. They already knew.
Nobody reacted. It's the Family Guy meme of I'm dead. Why does nobody give a fuck? It's dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, so this is either exactly on No Way Home's level or maybe slightly underneath it,
Hmm.
but it's still pretty good. So yeah, I enjoyed it. Can't wait for the next Spider-Man. Can't wait to watch Doomsday. Actually, this gets me hyped for
I
Doomsday, knowing that
I'm so
Spider-Man's not in
fucking
it.
uninterested still.
I actually don't know why Spider-Man's not in Doomsday then, because in this at the ending of this one, it seems like he's available for Doomsday.
Cause,
So
cause they made this movie after they filmed Doomsday, I'm pretty sure, when they were still unsure if they could make a Spider-Man movie or not. They were still in purgatory or hell with him, but it's also like, dude,
oh
I
yeah,
just
I forgot that Marvel was fighting with Sony about how the plot of
yes.
this movie should go.
It was all over the place. Oh my god. By the way, because we're talking about it and we're about
Mm.
to end, Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider.
Oh yeah.
That's
Literally me as Ghost Rider. That's gonna be peak. We have to watch that movie when it comes
oh,
out.
absolutely. But it's so insane to me that Mahershala Ali confirmed he'd been training for years to play Blade.
Who's
They
Blade?
never
I don't
made the
even know who
Blade
Blade
movie.
is.
I think it's crazy that they did not do anything with Blade. And then Kevin Feige did an interview where he's like, "Yeah, we just didn't want to make Blade a guy in leather running around with a sword killing vampires." And everyone was like, "That's Blade. What do you mean? You just described Blade to a T."
Yeah, and then Kevin
Oh,
Feige was
we
like,
didn't
"Yeah, that's Blade, so we don't want to make Blade."
we didn't want to make Batman be a guy in a bat suit running around fighting criminals at night. Like, come on. What are we doing? Why even and dude, Mahershala Ali was like, I trained for like 5 years waiting for them to call me, and I was like getting my sword skills better and better
Mm.
every year, waiting for this.
While my
And he's
friends were getting married, I was training with the blade. Womp
dude,
womp, dude.
it's
Sucks to
insane.
suck.
His only appearance as Blade is in Eternals as a off screen. Not even they didn't even show the back of him. They didn't show his face. They didn't put him in a pair of glasses and put a black leather jacket on him or anything.
Yeah.
It's an off screen cameo of him going, "You're in a much bigger universe than you realize," and then cutting the credits. It's
Thank God they retconned that.
oh. Yeah, they retconned it because nothing happened with it, and Eternals technically doesn't exist.
Hmm.
Dude, they're fucking MCU is such cowards. They don't want to do anything. They just canceled Wonder Man, by the way. The Wonder Man
I
show,
don't know what
which
that
was their
is.
most critically acclaimed Disney Plus show, it won awards because
I
people loved it so much. They canceled it after and after doing. By the way, season 2 was confirmed. They confirmed to be making a season 2 and still canceled it. That is insane.
yeah,
They don't
I
want
don't
to do
know.
anything interesting at all.
I don't know what Wonder Man is. So that's it's tragic. But who? Next
They
question.
uh I by the way, they didn't confirm that he's playing Johnny Blaze. So I'm
No.
and when Kevin Feige was asked, he said, I'm not going to be saying anything because I think Ryan is going to want to confirm this himself. I think
Why don't you ask Ryan?
he literally said Ryan's gonna want to. Ryan will say what he says when he wants to say it, and I'm like, that's so
And then
fucking.
Ryan Gosling goes, "Yeah, I'm Robbie Reyes."
Holy shit!
That would be crazy.
Agents of Shield doesn't
That'd be
exist
so
anymore.
funny.
They deconfirmed the entirety of the Agents of Shield TV show by
Agents of
just saying
Shield
that
is retconned. It's all gone.
it does not exist.
Agent Coulson actually did die in the first Avengers movie.
Agent
It's retconned.
Coulson did die. He's dead.
He's dead. He did not show up again.
By the
All
way,
right.
he is dead in Agents of Shield. It's a life model decoy. It's not even him.
Oh,
Uh, yeah, get fucked. But I think he's gonna be Danny Ketch, Ghost Rider, because it feels so weird to just not say he's Johnny Blaze, and that's the only other Ghost Rider could be. Which it's the one everybody knows, but they all thought was Johnny Blaze, so they never called him. Like it's whatever. It.
well, that here's the thing, James. He's gonna be Johnny Blaze. If you guys enjoyed, you
Here's
should
what I
like.
think. I think he's not going to be Johnny Blaze because I think they're going to try to work Nicolas Cage to come back to play Johnny Blaze and
They're
have it
not gonna
be
get Nicolas
Johnny
Cage
Blaze,
back as
Danny
Johnny
Ketch.
Blaze.
I think they could. JD, they got him to do Spider-Man. I think they can get him to do this.
That's the thing, though. He's Spider-Man now. He's not. He's not
Oh,
Johnny.
fuck off. I hate that.
He's
Mahershala
not Ghost
Ali
Rider.
was Cottonmouth in Luke Cage, and Luke Cage is canon now. So what are we doing? Is he Blade or is he Cottonmouth? What are we doing?
If you guys enjoyed, you should like, subscribe, hit that bell notification icon to get notified when these episodes drop, and they drop every Sunday. If you like James, his links are down below. You can check him out there. If you had an awesome day, well, I guess I hope you had an awesome day, and if not, I hope he gets better. James, why don't you bring us out?
So I drank that bum energy drink. I don't know if you saw it. I posted in my Discord. I forgot to send it to you directly, but I found a drink called Bum Energy